begin, would recently retired former State Conservationist Ivan Dozier join me over here? I think most everyone here should know Ivan at this point. He's been a great friend to Illinois districts, the Illinois districts, and he's been so for a very long time.
Well, thank you so much, Grant, for that wonderful introduction. And it truly is a pleasure and my honor to be here on this 75th anniversary. Because I've been saying for the past couple of years, this is a great time to be a conservationist. And it is a great time to be a conservationist. I have never seen the kind of interest that is on agriculture, not just from a national scale, but at a global scale, the interest that is there with agriculture, whether we're talking about dealing with important issues like nutrient management or carbon management, there are more people talking about agriculture and not just pointing a finger at agriculture saying you're the problem, but talking about the solutions. And it's those opportunities that are out there that are exciting, and it's hard to step away. I want to thank the folks for the from the Wayne County Soil and Water Conservation District for helping me make that point. And I also want to thank the leadership of the State Association, the Department of Ag, for allowing me the opportunity to come here and speak with you again, even though it's not an official capacity, but give me an opportunity to say a formal goodbye as your state conservationist. Like I said, it's been an honor, but to give me also the opportunity to give you a hearty hello as a fellow conservationist. And I look forward to seeing you the rest of the conference, and I don't think this will be my last. Thank you.
Next up, it is my honor to introduce you to Tammy Willis, the new state conservationist for NRCS Illinois. Tammy, would you join me, please?
Sure. Good morning. You know, when someone reads your bio, you think, is that me? Right? Was that me? Was I there? Good morning to everyone, and thank you so much for having me here today. It's wonderful to see so many different industries and organizations that are out here across the room, you know, and we're all here to promote conservation, to put conservation on the land, and so it is good to see everyone across the room. I wasn't living, but in reading, I remember reading that President Roosevelt wrote a letter to all state governors and requesting the establishment of the Soil and Water Conservation District back in 1937. And as a result of that, this famous letter, I don't know if you had a chance to read it, but this famous letter quoted from President Roosevelt. It said, quote, "I need not emphasize to you the seriousness of the problem to conserve the soils of our basic assets. The nation that destroys its soil destroys itself," unquote. I am saying, I know today, if President Roosevelt was here, he would be able to look at the work that NRCS and the Soil and Water Conservation District has done in the conservation we have put on the land, and I have to think that he will be very proud of us. I am excited and thankful for the opportunity to introduce myself to you and to discuss the goals of upcoming years. These goals include implementing the Inflation Reduction Act, promoting climate smart practices, advocating for equity and inclusion, supporting urban agriculture, and of course, collaborating and building partnerships with our partners. As we look ahead, I'm excited for the potential of our organization to be working together. This quote is from Andrew Sloan Draper. He is the former president of the University of Illinois. Quote, "The wealth of Illinois is in her soils, and her strength lies in its intelligent development. unquote. I say, together, let's build a future. Let's build a future for Illinois agriculture by protecting her soils. Thank you.
Today, we have the privilege of recognizing and honoring those Soil and Water Conservation District Directors who have dedicated significant years of their lives to this noble cause. Their steadfast devotion, wisdom, and tenacity have left an indelible mark on our landscapes, shaping the future for conservation in our region. We extend our deepest appreciation for their selfless service and congratulate them on reaching these milestone years. Their tireless efforts inspire us all to continue striving for a healthier, more sustainable future. On the behalf of the Board of Directors, it is our distinct pleasure to recognize the following individuals for reaching milestone years in their service to state conservation.
It is with great pleasure that I welcome you to the 75th Annual Meeting and Summer Training Conference of the Association of Illinois Soil and Water Conservation Districts and this evening's program. Soil and water conservation districts have the distinct privilege of working hand in hand with local farmers, landowners, communities, schools, and government agencies for the wise use and conservation of our natural resources. Soil and water conservation districts work to protect Illinois' greatest assets, the rich, fertile soils and water resources of the state through strategic conservation efforts. Soil and water conservation districts, working in conjunction with agricultural as well as environmental stakeholders, have for decades overplayed a central role in efforts to protect and sustain the viability of Illinois' natural resources for future generations. Please join me in a round of applause to acknowledge the valuable contributions of the SWCDs to conservation efforts. So many unsung heroes out here in the crowd. Tonight, we honor two families who best live and demonstrate the conservation ethic and provide service to their communities. Each of the nominated families here tonight live the definition of conservation every single day and carefully consider these concepts every time a decision is made concerning their farming operation. We cannot thank you enough for all that you do. Let's meet our first family. The Gardner family from Lawrenceville, Illinois. The Bill Gardner family has been a cooperator with the Lawrence County SWCD since 1988. They have participated in various conservation programs, including the Environmental Quality Incentives Program, the Conservation Stewardship Program, the Conservation Practices Program, and Partners for Conservation Program, and the Conservation Reserve Program. They are always trying to improve the land and to make it better for the generations of future gardeners to follow. That takes us to the end of the presentation for our first nominee. Can we please have a round of applause for the Gardner family? I'm delighted to take a moment to introduce to you Mike and Ginger Imhoff, a remarkable couple from Murfreesboro, Illinois, who have been nominated for the prestigious Conservation Farm Family Award. Their commitment to conservation and dedication to their community is truly commendable. Mike Imhoff, a longtime cooperator with the Jackson County Soil and Water Conservation District, has been at the forefront of promoting sustainable land management practices. In 2020, he took a step further by joining the board of the district, where he continues to contribute his expertise and passion for conservation. Additionally, Mike serves as a Jackson County committeeman for the FSA, the Farm Service Agency, further demonstrating his commitment to supporting and advocating for farmers in the region. Finally, Mike's conservation philosophy is this. He says it's kind of like farming with Mother Nature instead of fighting with her. His covers have become the main player in his management system, from fewer chemicals and commercial fertilizers to soil moisture, temperature management, and erosion control. Nothing matters more to him than knowing that he will leave this farm to the next generation in better shape than when he started farming it. Ladies and gentlemen, can we please have a round of applause for the Imhoff farm family? Let's get this right. It was a very difficult decision. Both families are more than deserving of being honored with the title of Conservation Farm Family of the Year. Each family offers their own merits and are no doubt commendable stewards of our precious natural resources. They represent the finest examples of good land stewardship and are leaders in their respective communities. Thank you for the work that you do. It could not be more important. Thank you also to all the soil and water conservation districts who participated in the Conservation Farm Family of the Year Awards. Could we have both families join us up here, please? And by families, I mean all of y'all. Drum roll. Well, I don't know that this has ever been done before in the history, anyway, in my MC history of this event, but I am pleased to announce that both families will be recognized as winners of this year's award. Congratulations. We'll take some time for pictures in just a moment, but would someone from either family like to say a few words? Is that a yes or a big fat no? A big fat no. Well, congratulations. Let's get, even though they don't want to speak, I think they've spoken with what they're doing. Pardon? That's exactly right. Grant says actions speak louder than words. That's exactly right.